Hey Embers, welcome back to the channel and welcome to December's video game wrap-up. So of course we are at the end of the year. I think you will be seeing this at the beginning of January. I am recording 3 videos at once today, so I'm not wearing this ugly Christmas jumper in January. I am recording in December, but I think you will see this in the beginning of January. Anyway, in today's video, we talk about all of the video games that I have bought, both physically and digitally during the month, and all of the video games that I've played during the month. This is going to be quite a big wrap-up because this wrap-up, I'm so lucky to be able to say this, is also going to be including Christmas presents, and we're going to be talking about the Game Awards as well. So this is going to be quite a long wrap-up, so grab yourself a beverage and get settled in. So let's start with my physical video game purchases. And we'll do video game related items first, and then we'll get onto the actual video games. The first thing I have to show you is this Ripto plush from Spyro. I got this from a toy fair. I think I did a vlog for this toy fair actually, so you can see that here on this channel, and it's got his official tag. He's not the best looking plush in the world, but I think he cost me £2 or something like that. It was ridiculously cheap, so I had to grab him. My next video game related purchase of the month is Sackboy. I don't know if you can see that very well. It's a Sackboy figure, and I got this on Whatnot actually as part of another purchase. I think he cost me £5. And I just love him. He's nice to have sat on the shelf. They are the only video game related purchases I made during the month, but we will be looking at some Christmas presents a little bit later on. So let's now move on to the games that I physically bought this month. So I didn't physically purchase too many games myself. Again, we will have a look at Christmas presents a little bit later on, but I did purchase 2 games this month physically. The first one I got at CEX for £2, I think. Unfortunately, I already had it, but I didn't have this version. I couldn't remember. And that is Warriors of Might and Magic on the PlayStation 2. Not the best game in the world, but I knew I needed a copy, and it turns out I already had a copy. So this is sort of the, I don't know what you'd say, but it's not the full cover art. I have the version that is the full cover art. This does come with a disc, but no manual, unfortunately. So I will be keeping this in the collection for now, but I don't know if it'll stay because I do already have a copy. So earlier I showed you the Sackboy figure that I got on Whatnot. This is also a Whatnot purchase from the same seller in the same bundle, and it's nothing to do with Sackboy. Bratz the movie on PlayStation 2. So yes, I do want to collect all of the Bratz games at one point, and Bratz Rock Angels is still one of my guilty pleasures on the PS2. If I'm feeling really down and depressed, I will replay Bratz Rock Angels. And I've never played any of the other Bratz games, so I wanted to give Bratz the movie a try. This didn't cost me too much. Surprisingly, some of these Bratz games, comes with a manual as you can see, surprisingly some of them are quite expensive. This one, like I say, didn't cost me a lot, but I know Forever Diamonds, I think that can get quite expensive. So I had to grab this when I saw it. Will I play it? You bet your life I will. But that's everything that I physically bought for myself. Now we'll move on to Christmas presents that my husband bought me, and I'm so grateful for these. I really am. So we have 3 video games. Yes, I got 3 video games this year, and one of them I cried my eyes out. If you've watched my Christmas presents haul, you will of course already have seen these. And we got some video game related merchandise as well. Now in my Christmas presents haul, I showed my husband's video game related purchases, so he got a lot of Pokemon things. I'm not going to show those here, so if you would like to see those, please go ahead and check out that video. So once again, we'll start with the video game related items first. Again, these were all bought for me from my husband for Christmas, and I'm really grateful. I got a lot of Animal Crossing Lego. So we have this one, which is Able Sisters Clothing Shop. I'm just going to flick through these very quickly because there's a lot of them. We have Leaf's Caravan and Garden Shop. Now, unfortunately, I said this in the Christmas presents video as well. I can't show you the front of this because it has our address on. I can't get the pesky sticker off. So I have to show you the back. But this is Leaf's Caravan and Garden Shop, like I said. We have one of the big ones, which is Blather's Museum Collection. Again, hopefully you can see these. You will have seen all of these before though. And then we have Goldie's Cozy House. We have Fly with Dodo Airlines. And finally, quite a big one, KK's Concerts at the Plaza. So they were some of my main Christmas presents this year, but it doesn't end there because I think I said in my presents video that I had 2 Animal Crossing Legos I still needed to get. Well, it turns out that there were 4, and he's only gone and bought those 4 as well. Now, 2 of them are in the post, so I can't show you. I will show you in January's wrap up, but 2 of them have arrived. As if that wasn't enough, he decided to buy the other 4. So now we have all of the Animal Crossing Legos to build together. It's something, like I say, we do together, and we absolutely love doing it. So the 2 additions that you won't have seen is the poly bag for Julian's beach painting and one of my personal favourites, Stargazing with Celeste. So we have 2 more on the way, which is Maple's Garden or something. It's another poly bag, and a Seasons one where the house changes depending on the seasons. I think it's got stitches in it. I can't remember the names of them, I'm sorry, but those 2 are on the way. We are now moving on to the 3 games that my husband bought me for Christmas, and I am eternally grateful. Let's have a look. And again, you will have already seen these if you watched my presents video. So we have a couple of Pokemon games on the Switch, because I've made it no secret that Pokemon Legends ZA is the only Pokemon game that I've played on the Switch. So my husband went ahead and bought me Pokemon Shield, as you can see there, and Pokemon Violet. They're a little difficult to see because I still have them in the shrink wrap, but I am super happy to have both of these. So my husband has Scarlet and Sword, so he's going to replay his, and we're going to play these together. So I'm really excited about that. And I do want to play Arceus at one point, so it's going to be nice to experience some other Pokemon games on the Switch. I know you guys have been saying it for a while as well. And finally, for my main Christmas present this year, and I absolutely love this. If you've seen the other video, you know what this is. Baldur's Gate 3 on the PlayStation 5, the special edition. I haven't managed to play Baldur's Gate 3 yet. You are going to be hearing about this a lot this year, let me tell you, because I am so excited to finally play Baldur's Gate 3. Now again, I'm not trying to direct you to other videos, but if you did watch my video game related Christmas presents video, there you go, then I did open this for you guys and show you everything that's inside in that video. So if you want to see everything that is in this box, then please go ahead and watch that video. I don't want this one to be too long, so I'm not going to be showing you, but I am endlessly grateful for this, and I can't wait to start playing it. So that is all of the physical purchases in terms of video games and video game related items. Yes, this is a lot longer than I thought it would be, because of course I didn't know I was getting half of that. So yes, I'm very grateful. So next, we normally talk about digital purchases, and there are a few, but before that I do want to take a little minute to talk about the Game Awards. Yes, I stayed up to watch the Game Awards 2025. 4:30 in the morning or something it finished, didn't it? Oh, crazy. And if you see me looking down a lot during this section, I do have my notebook, so I am going to be referring to this because I can't remember everything, of course. So let's talk about some of the games at the Game Awards that interest me. But I want to say I loved Evanescence's performance of Afterlife. I really liked that. And what the heck was that Divinity trailer? I was absolutely shook. I was reading the comments. People are so rude in those comments, by the way. I wouldn't recommend it. But I was reading the live comments and everyone was going, Elder Scrolls, Elder Scrolls, when the Divinity trailer started. That's definitely not Elder Scrolls. But watching that at like 2:30 in the morning was a bit of a shock. So Bradley the Badger looks quite fun. Of course, Bradley is going to be voiced by Evan Peters. Lots of fourth wall breaks. I think that's something I will be quite interested in playing. Resident Evil Requiem, of course, the big news that Leon Kennedy is returning to the Resident Evil franchise. I'm not sure whether I'm going to be playing it or not. I'm not going to talk a lot about Resident Evil, actually, because let's just say that's something we may be talking about a bit more this year. So I'm going to leave that where it is. Of course, 2 new Tomb Raider games, Catalyst and Atlantis. Atlantis is, of course, a reimagining of the first game, and Catalyst is a brand new game. They're trying to sort of mix classic Lara and the Survivor trilogy, and I'm quite happy with that. I know a lot of people aren't. They have changed the character model for Lara again, just when I've got used to Survivor Lara, but I don't mind. I'm excited to play both. Atlantis is coming out first and then Catalyst. I still need to play the Tomb Raider remasters, so hopefully we get to talk a bit more about Tomb Raider this year as well. And then the news that South of Midnight is coming to PlayStation 5. If it comes on premium, I will more than likely play it. I don't know if I'll be purchasing it myself, but I did like the look of South of Midnight. It was, of course, an Xbox exclusive and potentially on PC. So the fact that it's coming to PS5, I'm quite excited about. Then there is another couch co-op, which is called Out of Words, and I'm definitely going to be trying that with my husband because I have been complaining for ages, where have all the couch co-ops gone? You know that my favourite game of the year, I'm going to spoil that video, is Split Fiction. So I am excited for another couch co-op adventure, and Out of Words I think looks pretty good. Of course, Todd Howard was there. Yet there was no Elder Scrolls news. Are we surprised? Absolutely not. I was hoping that there would be more Elder Scrolls news, but unfortunately, no joy there. I personally thought, this is my last thoughts on the Game Awards, that Split Fiction was absolutely robbed. Robbed for couch co-op and robbed in general, I think, because my personal opinion is that Split Fiction deserved to win Game of the Year. In saying that, I haven't played Expedition 33. I haven't played half of the games that were at the Game Awards, but I wanted Split Fiction, so there. So with that spiel about the Game Awards out of the way, let's finally get on to digital purchases. So we have Monster Hunter Wilds Iceborne. Now, this actually wasn't a digital purchase that I made. It was for my husband, and my sister-in-law, his sister, gifted him it so they could play it together. So it's not a game for me. I have been watching them play it, and graphically it looks beautiful. He's really, really enjoying it. It's not something that I would personally play, but I'm really glad that he's enjoying it. And again, he's playing it with his sister, so they're having a really good time on it. So speaking of Monster Hunter, I completely forgot to show you a physical purchase because it's not mine. So the day that I bought Warriors of Might and Magic from CEX, my husband went ahead and bought Monster Hunter Wilds for himself on the PlayStation 5. So he's playing Worlds at the moment, and he's playing Iceborne. No, he's playing Wilds, but this is Wilds. I'm so confused. Well, if you know Monster Hunter, you know what he's doing. I don't. But he bought this one anyway. I ain't got a clue. But apologies that this video is so long, but we are finally on to the last section, games that I've played. And this one is going to be very, very short. So, Harvest Moon Back to Nature is of course an ongoing playthrough here on this channel. Ark the Lad Twilight of the Spirits is of course an ongoing playthrough on this channel. The Lake Season's Greetings DLC will have just finished, I think, by the time you're watching this. So I hope you enjoyed that playthrough. And finally, Pokemon Legends ZA. That was the last game that I played in December. So very, very short and sweet. We have spoken, of course, about all of those games before. I have a feeling we're going to have more to talk about in January, so stay tuned for that. But that's it. That is my December wrap up. So thank you very much for watching. Your support this year has meant the absolute world to me. And until next time, bye Embers.